Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like a large company is finally putting their foot down on the Logan Paul and Lunchly situation. For a while now, Lunchly and Logan, they've kind of been getting away with a lot of things, whether it be the mold inside of the Lunchly meals, or whether it be Logan Paul literally doxing someone over calling out Lunchly. Now, in this situation, we had Logan Paul call out this guy named Casey because he put up this sign due to his manager's request saying, due to public health concerns, the FDA has recalled Lunchly products. We will restock as soon as deemed fit for consumption and shipped through our warehouses. We apologize for the inconvenience. This led to Logan Paul making this video, which would get 6.9 million views. Imagine you do something for your job and then you get doxxed and exposed to the entire world of 7 million people by Logan Paul. Obviously, a community note would fix this, saying, according to the employee in question, the sign was hung up during the current listeria outbreak, right? This was an outbreak that affected meat, kind of like the meat that would be in a Lunchly stack 'em, right? The employee and his manager assumed that Lunchly was recalled. The sign was removed when the store received stock, and the employee took responsibility for the mistake. This was kind of further elaborated and explained in this video by Rosanna called Logan Paul Went Too Far. Very good video that I definitely recommend.
Over the course of the beginning of October, there was numerous recalls issued for a bunch of different brands due to contaminated chicken. And I was the one that was put in charge of overseeing pulling the recalled items from the shelves and posting signs. I had finished a bunch of different products on the aisles near the Lunchly section. And as I was passing by, I noticed that it was completely empty and that there was this item is temporarily out of stock stickers. So I was curious because I had noticed that had been out for a while, and I walked up to my boss and asked, should I post a sign, do you think? And he's like, well, it's going to take me a sec because I'm super busy. I'm going to have to look for the sign, but I do believe that it was on the recall list. So you can go ahead and do that, and I will post, or I will find the actual recall notice, and put it up. And if it's not been, I'll pull it down. Then suddenly, out of the blue, I heard that somebody had taken a photo of this and posted it online. And I found this out by a Lunchly's representative that came into my work at like 9 at night and was asking me a bunch of really odd questions. And it was starting to get a little borderline harassing because I was in the back room and he followed me into the back room to ask me if I had known about numerous different people. Out of the blue, this video just suddenly hits me, and I show up to it had been seen by everybody at work. So everybody already knew what was up, and everybody was acting like somebody had died around me, which I was like, guys, it's just some jerk on the internet. And like, basically they all kind of tiptoed around me, and then I got called into HR. Or rather, I had insisted talking to HR about it because I wanted to know if I was okay to work. And then she told me to return. I got called in. And then when it came to the conversation, they were very warm about it. They're like, look, we kind of have to suspend you just because we don't know what else to do. This has never happened in the entirety of the company's history. And we're trying to, mitigate your suffering when it comes to the community, because there are people who have seen this and will recognize you. I stand by my company's decision, because ultimately they are doing damage control. Their name was thrown under the bus too. The Fred Meyer name, which I've trusted pretty much my entire life, is suddenly under fire as well.
Watching, it started a GoFundMe for Casey against Logan Paul's harassment. It got $12K. So good for them. That's probably, like what, 3 months worth of pay for this guy. So that's pretty good. Now, surprisingly, we're getting a first-hand scoop. Not really a first-hand scoop. The person who reached out to Kroger and sent me this, I encouraged to also share it on Reddit and Twitter and get it out there. But I was given a first-hand look, and I'm going to share it with you guys. The message that Kroger sent back, they're taking this very serious. And who knows, this might cause a ripple. This might cause, Kroger stores to stop carrying Lunchly products. Now I received this and I am going to blur, some of the things out, kind of like the to email. But as we can see right here, it's from customer service at Kroger.com. You might be wondering, Cameron, it wasn't a Kroger, it was a Fred Meyer. And if you don't know, Kroger owns all of these stores, which includes Fred Meyer. Again, I'm going to blur the names out. I'm probably going to blur the case number out, but from what I can see here, everything looks completely real. We got the message here. Hello, blank. Thanks for reaching out. I'm Hosen. We appreciate you alerting us to this issue. We are extremely sorry to learn of the upsetting event that included one of our staff members and a well-known figure connected to the Lunchly brand, Logan Paul. The welfare and respect of each and every one of our workers and consumers are our top priorities at Kroger. We take the problem extremely seriously and are aware of it. To make sure the right steps are done, our corporate team is now looking into the incident specifics. We are dedicated to preserving a polite and safe environment in our stores and do not tolerate any disrespect or maltreatment of our staff. Thank you for your support and concern. You can be confident that we are treating this matter with the highest attention and urgency. If you have any further questions or need additional information, feel free to reach out to us. If you have any additional questions or concerns, please reply to this email and refer to case number blank. We appreciate you choosing to shop with us and are always happy to help. Sincerely, Hosen, Kroger Customer Connect, the Kroger family of stores. And I think this is perfect. I think this tells us as people, hey, Casey was wrongfully suspended because Logan Paul essentially bullied him to 7 million people. And this is telling Logan, hey, that's not cool. And it's telling, Casey's managers, hey, that's not cool. Let's not start firing people and suspending people without pay because Logan Paul comes and swings his Lunchly around at us. It's just not cool. And so what this is going to do is cause an investigation. They're going to look into it, see what happened, and hopefully Casey is able to, be compensated by Kroger, by Fred Meyer, and all of this be resolved. Or again, maybe they end up pulling the Lunchly product. Say, hey, we don't want to sell this product if people like Logan Paul are going to represent it and dox critics or dox people who make a mistake of the brand. Let's say somebody stocks the Prime bottles in the wrong place. Next thing we know, Logan Paul's running in here with KSI in the thick of it and going bananas. You don't want that kind of people representing Kroger. You don't want that kind of person representing Lunchly, representing a product that you sell as a company. And I think this is overall just a great thing. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have to let me know what you think down below. Do you think anything's going to come out of this? Do you think this is just like corporate speak? Usually if you get one of these like messages from like a big company, it's usually just like, yeah, we made a mistake, we're looking into it, blah, blah, blah. This is a pretty elaborate situation where they're directly addressing the claim that like people are concerned about and making videos on. And I think it's a pretty good message. But you guys are going to have to let me know what you think down below. Like, subscribe, share, do what you got to do. I appreciate you watching. Bye.